All right, Guardians, so you guys are here looking for the no peeking triumph. This is looking for all the darkness rifts in all of the throne world that you close. And the way you've got to do that is you've got to have the Parasite grenade launcher. So if you don't have that one, make sure you go through that one. It's a really cool quest step after the Witch Queen campaign. And what you're going to have to do is shoot the ground, basically. Not maybe quite at your feet, but a little far away. And you're going to see this worm byproduct debuff. Once you have that on, switch to basically any other weapon. And it takes like one bullet to close the rifts. It's really simple. So, the order that I'm going to show you guys in is going to start here in Quagmire. I'm going to clear up the Florence Canal, kind of teleport back here, and then we're going to clear up Miasma. And then we are going to go into the Court of Thorns for the last one. And whether it's on attack or defend, there's one point where you're always going to pass, and I'll show you where that one's at. I will say, right now on the day or the week that I'm doing this, I have the Altar of Reflection Pact and Altar of Reflection Insight. I'll kind of explain the altars. You can do this in any lost sector, but I would recommend either in the Extraction one in Quagmire or in Metamorphosis up in Miasma, because the order I'm going to show you guys, it's easiest to kind of do everything in the Florescent Canal, do the Sepulchar lost sector, get out, and then keep going to Queen's Bailey. So this is as an efficient run as possible. You can do that part anywhere, but when you're done, you are going to pop all the way back out. So let's get started here on Quagmire, and what you're going to do, drive over here like we're headed over to the Alluring Curtain, which if you've done the moths, then you'll know that you've got some over there. If you haven't done the moths yet, well, then stay tuned. I've got a video series coming for you guys. It'll be its own playlist. But what we're trying to do is just get right up here, and this will be the first example. Minus the wizard who wants to ruin my video. So here's the wisp, so you guys can actually see it. And what you're going to do is shoot the ground, grab your weapon, and close the first rift. It's that simple. Very simple to do, just got to be going in the right place. Now, from here, we are going to go to the Extraction Lost Sector, so you can head back out. Pretty easy to get to, just head off to the opposite side. Make sure you're somewhat headed in the right direction. And this is the Lost Sector that you go into, basically, by actually revealing the ledge that it sits on over here. So jump off, get the little reveal. Now, I'm not going to go through showing you the full clear of the Lost Sector, but basically once you go down in, you're going to clear out the ads, and then from the actual boss room, then I'm going to explain where the actual next one is, and then also the altar area that you've got to go to. So I'm going to head inside, and we're going to clear this thing out, and then I'll cut over to where the boss room's at. All right, so once you have finished the Extraction Lost Sector, you're going to open the chest. So once you're done with that, literally just do a 180, and it's right up here. So just shoot the ground next to you, not quite that close, and then break the no peeking. Now, what I'm going to show you here is how you do the partial exit, but this is where I'm going to take you to the altar section. You're going to come down, and that actually works because this room's probably the closest, and you're going to use this rift. And whichever lost sector you do this in, just know once you do it, you're going to kind of pop back to orbit and have to go back down, so wherever you choose to. And all you got to do, this is where you got to line up the logo. So if you're in this one, come right over here, and you're going to be looking for this one right here. Back it up, line it up. Should be pretty easy. Once you enter the portal, we're going to go into the next section, which is going to be the altar. And you pretty much just have to go through this whole thing. So what you're pretty much going to have to do is go through the whole thing. So whether you have the cursed pools or you have the rune puzzle, make sure you do that one. And then we're going to go inside, clear the ads. Once we actually get into the memory room, I will show you where the wisp is at. But for now, I'm just going to knock this out real quick. All right, so once you've cleared out the room with the big giant boss, by the way, if you got some ammo, the Parasite rock grenade launcher hits like a truck. You're going to just kind of veer over here to the left, jump on these shrubs. Same thing, just somewhere near you so you don't die. And then shoot that one right there. Now, as we're in here, you've actually got to abort the activity completely. So I'm going to go back to the landing zone in Quagmire and go to the next step. All right, so once you are back at the Quagmire, we're going to go up to Florescent Canal. We're going to hit one right about here. We're going to go one in the Sepulchar Lost Sector. Not doing the altar, your choice. But the main reason is I'm going to have you come back out of the Lost Sector and then head up here to Queen's Bailey to do all three of these together. All right, so jump on the Sparrow again for a bit of a drive. I'll put the whole drive in here so you can just follow along so you don't have to skip ahead. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the guides. If you are new to the channel and haven't subscribed before, hit that subscribe button, hit that alert bell. All my guides for pretty much everything Witch Queen related will be coming to you guys if you want to hang out in Twitch, where I do a lot of streaming for both Destiny and Variety. Elden Ring is going to be my next game for sure. Come hang out and follow me over there. But once you get up into the Florescent Canal, you've got a couple of these things to do. So, as long as you got some heavy ammo, you should be okay. If you got to get heavy ammo, you know, swing by a rally flag, something along those lines. But once you get up here and you kind of get to this opening, you're going to take a hard right. You're going to head back here behind this little gazebo. Same principle. It's going to be right there, so shoot a little farther away. And then that is the next one, right out here in the Florescent Canal. We're going to head back. We're going to go into the Lost Sector. Same thing. Once you get into the Lost Sector and you don't die on your Sparrow. Don't die on your Sparrow, but once you get into the Lost Sector, we've probably all done that. I'll show you guys where we go from there. So, yeah, make sure there's ground where you're driving. Kind of an important factor. But yeah, we're going to go into the Lost Sector down here. Once you get to the boss room, I will show you what is next. So head on inside, and I'll see you at the boss fight. Or after the boss fight, I should say. Now, I'll show you guys the altar here just in case you're having any issues with it, but this one's pretty easy. All you got to do is jump back here and line it up. If you take this one, remember, you can do the altar, but then you got to go back to orbit, and it's just going to take you one more trip. So I'm going to skip that one for now. Just wanted to show you it was there. And we're going to head on down to the... Now I'll see you guys after the boss fight. Alright, so once you finish the big giant night in the Sepulchar Lost Sector, grab your rewards and literally just hop off just to the right over here. I seem to be at risk of killing myself, and here is this one. Now, follow me out, and I'm gonna take you straight to the one in Queen's Bailey. Main reason I'm doing it this way is because it's just going to be more of a direct route, and that's kind of why I'm doing it this way. So if you're already this far into, you know, the journey, you may as well make the most of being up here in the Florescent Canal. Not too hard to get out of here, and it's still faster than driving all the way up here from Quagmire, so... Florescent Canal, once you're here, you just got to jump up one tier. And then turn back. And go vertical. And then once we're outside here, we're going to go hard right up into Queen's Bailey. So grab your Sparrow. Do a quick wide turn here. Then we're going to head over into this area. Sorry, a little wide there. And in here we go to Queen's Bailey. May as well take your Sparrow with you. Makes it a little faster. Now I'm probably not going to clear out every ad here just because it's going to be quicker if I don't. But there are a few. If you don't drive into the giant wall, it's probably a little faster. Alright, so what you're going to do is come up here, grab a little wall behind yourself and get a little reload. Make sure you actually hit it just close enough to you so it counts. Apparently that is a smidge too far. There you go, and if you look up right here is the next one. Alright, so from here, I am actually going to teleport all the way back up to Quagmire, and we're going to Miasma next. Alright, when you're back in Quagmire, we're going up to Miasma. We're going to grab one here by this little temple entrance, which I assume is going to be the raid entrance, and then we're going to go into the Metamorphosis Lost Sector. I did get the Lost Sector done, but right now that one does have Overload, and as Overload is bugged for auto rifles, it's really annoying to only say go use Divinity or Void Grenade, so I'm going to kind of wait a little bit on the Lost Sectors. Just because I want to make sure the Overload function is correct. Because if you can't do Overload with auto rifles or SMGs, that's going to limit a lot of options. So until then, I'm going to kind of wait on the Lost Sectors. So they will be coming at some point, don't worry. But it's going to take a little bit until Bungie actually fixes the functionality of Overload. The one thing they said they were going to do too, not the one, but... There's a few things wrong with this release, like anything. But yeah, once you see this area, yeah, you're going to have these two over here. Biggest thing I can tell you, just come right here. Get your damage. Hit this one. And then drive right out. Don't even have to fight them. No big deal. Nice and quick. So we're going to go to the Lost Sector. Easiest way to do that is actually kind of up over this. And then right down in here is the Lost Sector. Skip those guys, and we're going to run inside. Now, this one is a little bit tricky, but I will show you guys in the end. So I will see you after the boss fight is done, and I'll explain what's going to happen. Alright, Guardians, so after you have finished the boss in the little darkness room, and you see the chest over here, go ahead and open the chest. And what's going to happen is this thing is going to shoot you up. You need to stop your jump at the top to be able to get this thing unless you want to try and hit this thing mid-flight. So come up here, and then literally at the top, just kind of like try and come off the jump area and try and come over here to the side. Then all you got to do, the usual, damage yourself and hit the wisp. So that is everything we've got so far. Just to do a confirmation with you guys as well, we are currently sitting at 8 of 10. So we've got 2 more. We've got 1 to do down in the Temple of Cunning and 1 in the Court of Thorns. So the next one is going to be in the Temple of Cunning here in the Quagmire. So best method I can tell you guys to get there. And this is a bit of a journey, so unfortunately there's not really a way around it. All you're going to do is come through here, pass by this little public of an area that I'm sure you guys have seen 100 times. And then once you get up here, you can actually pop your sparrow up here, make this journey a little bit faster. Can't hurt at least. Do a quick U-turn here. May as well speed the process along as far as you can. And once you get down in here, now you gotta light your way. Just keep heading through. And then once you get in here, you can literally just run to the back of the room. The big thing you're going for. You'll have a few enemies shooting you in here, but if you're willing, just run straight to the back. Maybe head off to the side. Those scout rifle guys got to be, for whatever reason, quite powerful. But just hit that rift and we are going to go all the way to the end of this place. If you remember where this takes you in the campaign, we've got a bit of a journey. So I'm going to try and go as fast as I can. Not fighting too many guys, but I also don't want to die along the way. Those new Raider scouts are crazy, like, powerful. I don't even know if those are just going to destroy us. If Scorn's in the raid, those are going to hurt like crazy. I know that. And all you're going to go is all the way down here. So long run. This is the farthest one. The last one is going to be in Court of Thorns. You can do it in attack or defend. It's not going to matter, which is nice. But as we head through this one, you've just got to cover this entire thing. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying the Witch Queen. If you have enjoyed the expansion or not enjoyed the expansion, let me know in the comments below just your favorite thing about the expansion or something, you know, you dislike or wish you could change. I know weapon crafting feels a bit tedious right now, so believe me, I've got my thoughts about that one. If you want to hear a, you know, thoughts video from me, let me know in the comments below as well. Normally, those aren't something I typically do, but if you are curious about that, let me know. Since I'm sure a few of you will see this video, but you might see it much later and thoughts will probably be irrelevant. You can skip everything here, just keep going. Run all the way through. Basically, I like the idea of crafting your god roll. It just seems tedious. You can tell I'm actually doing the moth video next, since that's sitting right there, but you can skip it for now. Yeah, that is one of the moths that is on week 2, in case you're wondering, here in the Temple of Cunning. So, as the other classes can do it better, make sure you don't die on your jump down, as us Titans are good at. I tend to have to slow mine really early. You can't get on your Sparrow here, unfortunately. Can't summon it in this location. Just don't get smashed by a chandelier. My only recommendation, just avoid those. And then we're going to start heading off to the right. So we're getting there. We're actually not too far. Not too bad, but it is one of the longer journeys for sure. Try not to whiff. Usually what I did last time is I landed about right on that ledge. And you've actually got a little deep sight that's going to let you get right up next to it. So reveal this one. Get your deep sight rock. Come up here. Come up here. On this one, I'm probably just going to shoot the wall. And here is your rift. So the last one I'm going to do is in the Court of Thorns. So I'm going to show you guys where it's at on the inside. Whether it's attack or defend, it does not matter. You can get it either way. So I'll show you where it's at inside. Alright, so I am on attack, but whether it's attack or defend, it's right where you exchange levels. So once you get all the way up to the top. If you're doing defend, it's where you're about to jump all the way down. So what you want to do is you're facing out to the pyramid, turn up here to your right, and it's right up here. So same thing as usual. Get your damage, and this will be number 10. So, that is no peeking. That should be 100% of them. And click on all 10, and you're good to go. So that is all of your Darkness Rifts for no peeking. If you guys enjoyed the video, drop a like below. Leave a comment if you've got anything I may have missed or otherwise. Or if you just want to say hello, you want to find me on Twitter, it's Ebontis, twitch.tv, it's Ebontis. Right here on YouTube, if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button, hit that alert bell so you don't miss content from me. For the channel subscriber, or for the channel members and the Patreon subscribers, you guys are extra rock stars, but all of you are amazing, and I'll see you soon.